Hey guys, Crafty Butterfly here. I got a little surprise today in the mail. I'm so excited, and I wanted to put it to you a test, of course, and not the little test that they give you. I just wanted to jump right into it. Um, so I had on a shirt that it was really cute and everything, and I ordered it from Amazon, my favorite place to order things, and it was really super cute, but I all of a sudden was just sitting there and I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to make up a little hashtag for myself because I have a crazy life with three boys. Three boys that keep me very, very busy and feeling like I have a very, very big, squishy brain because too much stuff that has to be memorized because these children, they don't really, I'm the only girl in my house, pretty much. The only girl, except for my dog, Layla. And in order for me to get any kind of peace and quiet or to get anything done, they have to be out of the house. And I'm sure there's a lot of you mothers out there that can relate to this. It is a problem, but I love my boys to death too. So I don't regret having three boys, but I do remember my mom telling me when I was growing up that I was going to get it three times worse or something. You know, whenever I would do something bad, she would always say I was going to get it worse when I had my own kids. I do have a brother, but he's 11 years older than me, and so we kind of grew up in different times. And I gave my mom pure hell. I mean, like I gave my mom hell. I was not a good. I mean, I tested the waters a lot, and so she would tell me that, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not even thinking about kids. Well, here I am, older. I'm not going to tell you my age, but three kids later, 7, 9, and 12. Crazy ages because one, the 7-year-old thinks he's grown because he's the youngest and he acts like the oldest. So he thinks he's grown. Then I have the middle one that's 9 who is just a smart little butt. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you how he really thinks that he knows, he's Mr. Know-It-All. And then I have a 12-year-old. 12. Need I say more? 12. Just started middle school this year, and boy, am I in for it. I know I am, but yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. And I know it's going to go through 3 times. I'm going to have to go through it with the 12-year-old, the 9-year-old, and the 7-year-old. And I'm ready. I'm going to be prepared because I'm going through some stuff already with my 12-year-old that I didn't expect to go through so soon. So, anyway, needless to say, I had to find something that I needed, that I wanted to do to give myself something to feel girly about. I mean, I'm always around footballs and I'm always around, now it's going to be baseball too. And I'm always around so much boy stuff. Like, I mean, all they do is play video games. Oh my gosh. And then when they're not playing in video games, they just want to get dirty outside. So I'm constantly having to clean out stains from their clothing and worry about how they're getting holes in their new pants that they just got. How did you do that? Like, what did you do? Like, seriously. So, anyway, the dilemmas, and then the fact that they walk in the house from school and it's not like, hi mom, it's like, oh, where's the food? They are eating me out of house and home. They just don't know when to stop. They eat. I don't know where they put it because they're not big kids. They're like, regularly they're in they're the right weight that they're supposed to be for their ages and their heights and everything. So it just doesn't make any sense to me, but they put it somewhere. I don't know where it goes, but it goes somewhere. So anyway, I had to find something. That's why I came up with Crafty Butterfly Creations. I've gotten into Cricut. I've gotten into their products and stuff. And so today I finally got a product that I have been saving up for, which is the Easy Press. And I made a video of me doing my first project, which is where I started off talking to you about the shirt that I had on. It's a cute shirt. It's a gray shirt and it has black and white plaid sleeves. And I just decided, let me go ahead and add a little something to it to just jazz it up a little bit. Is that too old to say? I don't even know. Anyways, so I am going to show you how that went right now. So stay tuned. Okay, so here is the shirt that I'm going to make, and I already have it on Design Space, and I already have my Cricut on and ready to go. I have chosen to use the glittery black. There's my Easy Press, and there's my shirt. I am now going to show you how I'm going to I'm using my Cricut cutter, and I am going to cut the vinyl in the size that I need it to be, which happens to be 12 inches. So, forgot to put that out. So here I go, measuring it up to 12 inches, which unfortunately pretty much brings me to the end of my roll, which kind of sucks. But it's okay. We can always buy more. So now that my now that my vinyl is cut, I'm going to take the plastic cover off of my 12 by 24 mat, and I'm going to carefully place the shiny side down because this is vinyl. So we're going to make sure that we put the shiny side down. Otherwise, you're going to completely mess it up. Make sure you line it up very well. One little throw off can throw off the whole entire thing. So, and I've been there and done that. So just be careful you do that. And then at this point, you can use your scraper. I just did not want to turn around and grab my scraper, so I just used my hands. But it is easier to use your scraper. That way you don't get any bubbles in there. But it's easy to do with your hands as well, whatever your preference is. I just made sure it was completely on there. And then there it goes. So now I'm going to bring you over to my Cricut with me. And I'm going to try to place you in a spot where you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it through the little guides. And I believe I'm going to fall in a minute. Hold on if I remember correctly. But I'm at the computer and I'm going ahead and I'm putting on the customization, making sure that it knows that it's the glitter iron-on and stuff. The green light should start flashing soon for me to go ahead and push for the paper or the pad to go in. This is the fun part. There it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and that's the button right there. So you have to push that green button, that arrow button, and the Cricut will automatically just start taking in the thing, and then you have to push the Cricut button. Once you get that going, the Cricut just pretty much takes over from there. I moved it up a little bit because I have some stuff on my desk, and whoa, there we go. See, I told you I was going to fall. I knew it. Now I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that it was a green mat. Okay, that's really what it was. So the Cricut is just now cutting out what I put in the computer. It is Bluetooth. However, I just chose to go ahead and connect the USB cable, so I wouldn't have to worry about all that other stuff or whatever. So it doesn't take a long time for it to cut. It was done in no time, actually. I believe that, okay, so this is when I decided that I was going to go ahead and put the Easy Press on, and I'm trying to show you, but it did not focus. But I was trying to show you how they do give you a guide, and the guide tells you the types of vinyls that you can use, and it tells you the temperature and how long you need to use it on the certain materials that you're using it. So there's no guessing in this game. It's pretty cool. So you just go ahead and you set that, and then once you set that, then you'll be ready to go. So here comes the fun part, of course. So we all love this part of weeding. Yay! So I'm bringing the camera back over here, and I'm going to peel off my thing. I just peel it off. A lot of people have their own little methods, but I personally just peel it off because I don't have a problem with it curling up on me, really. Then the first thing that you're going to see me do is I'm going to go ahead and put that clear plastic right over my mat, because I want to protect my mat from any kind of dust or dog hair or just anything, crumbs or whatever, because you don't want anything to get on those things. You want them to stay nice and sticky. So I'm just reapplying it, and forgive me for taking a while, but I just want to make sure it does cover every single part of it. Okay, now what I do is I use my my mat as my little tool, just to kind of use to do my weeding on. Notice that the Cricut only cut on one side, and so I'm going to cut. But why use scissors when you have a Cricut cutter? Duh. So I go ahead and I grab my Cricut cutter. That way I get a more precise line, because I am not that good at writing drawing lines or anything like that, or cutting lines. So I went ahead and I lined it in, lined it up really good, made sure that I had my cutout completely lined up so it would come out complete, and went ahead and got that piece. And look at that, a whole nother piece where I can do another project with. So that will go into my bin with my scraps. So now I'm going to peel off the top layer, which is going to be the black glittery part, and it is going to leave me with what was cut out. So now I will tell you, the vinyl itself is not sticky. The paper or the plastic that it's on is. So you don't get stuck to the vinyl in this one, you get stuck to the plastic on this one. So I'm trying to give you a better view, so I'm moving it over, trying to make sure it doesn't fall, trying to do this without any help from anybody, and it sometimes is a little difficult, but it's okay. I can do this. So once I figure it out, it should take me about 2 more seconds, maybe. Oh, yes, I need 2 hands. It's always good to use 2 hands. So just want to make sure that you don't fall again. But I think we got it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue peeling off the extra pieces of the vinyl, the glitter vinyl, that I do not need. That's not part of my project. And like I said, I mean, you don't even get glitter on your hands, guys. Like, I love this glitter. I'm not a glittery kind of person. If it gets all over me, I can't stand it. But if it doesn't get on me, I love it. Like, you can wash this with other clothing and the glitter will not get on the other stuff. It is awesome. So now I'm grabbing my Cricut weeding tool, and I'm going to grab a chair too because I don't want to be leaning over. So I'm just going to take off all that excess stuff that we have on there that I don't need. That way we can make sure that we have the the hashtag and the O. We got to make sure that we see it. Yeah, this is where the bright pad comes in handy. Haven't gotten to that point yet, but I eventually hope to come to that point. There's my son. Didn't realize I was filming, and he was coming over to be a little nosy, and he wanted to start using my tool, but I told him no because I do not want him to hurt himself or me. So I told him to leave. But anyway, he went back to playing video games, so it didn't really make that much of a big deal. So I have just the B to do and the other O. And then I will be done with the whole weeding part. And like I said, the biggest thing about this one, like, I mean, it's easier to do this. You know what? I don't know. Weeding is weeding. It just depends on how detailed you're going to get. Okay, so now we have my iron on, and it's ready to go. And it says what it's supposed to say. So now I'm going to bring you over to my shirt that I told you about. And I had a ruler down just to make sure that it wasn't too long. So I am an eyeballer pretty much. I eyeball to see where it is. I'm not one of those people that irons it down the middle and does all that stuff. I eyeball everything. So I just make sure that my t-shirt is straight, and I just make sure that it looks right and that it's even on both sides and everything. And it's straight on the bottom and that it's where I want it. And then once I get it to where I want it, I will just smooth it down with my hands, and that's it. By the way, when I was cutting the vinyl before, I did get a couple of beeps from the Easy Press letting me know that it was ready. So now I just put, I don't know, this is just for my thing. I don't know if you really need it or not, but I just go ahead and I put just a piece of fabric there. So here I am doing the first one, and guys, I am normally sitting there for a very long time with my regular iron. And it tells you, look at that. I'm sorry, I'm so shaky, but it tells you 340 degrees Fahrenheit, and it counts down. Then I went to the other side because it was a 12-inch. So I wanted to make sure that I got the 12-inch, you know, the whole entire thing done. So this one is about to be done, and struggling with a regular iron for so long, I just have to tell you that this had to be the greatest thing probably ever. So I go ahead and I take the cover off, and I feel it, and it's just warm. It's not hot like that or anything. And I went ahead and softly, carefully started to peel it off. And to my surprise, it was completely stuck on. There were absolutely no pieces that I had to go over with the iron for or anything. All I had to just keep doing was holding on to the fabric as I moved. And I mean, guys, look at how easy this is. Look at this. Came right off. So, of course, now I'm going to take the shirt and I'm going to turn it inside out. And um, I do this on a hardwood table, and I just put down a pillowcase, a cotton pillowcase, just for a little padding or something. I don't know. But I go ahead and I turn it inside out, and I make sure that um, I go ahead and I do the same exact thing that I did before, except I don't put that fabric on it because I'm just doing the back to make sure that everything gets set and that we are good to go. This thing was really a smart idea. Very smart for them to come out with. And I am so excited to start making so many different things. I have so many ideas. So I am doing both sides. Like I said, I was trying to give my son a chance to push the button. He's behind the table. If you're seeing that sleeve move right there, that's him. He went under the table to try to get to me, but he ended up breaking one of my things that's from my crafts. So mommy did get a little upset, whatever, but he's okay. Okay, so I put it back there and then I went ahead and I turned it off, and pretty much turning it back the right way just so that I can see what my finished product is looking like. And I'm gonna flatten it down on the pillowcase, and there we go. Hashtag mom of 3 boys. And there it is. Glittery, sew me. I love it. You feel it. It's not warm. My son felt it and he put his hand over it a long time. I told him, okay, let the people see it. And that was pretty much it. So I just wanted to say it was a thumbs up, guys. It was fun, and that's it. And here's the finished product. Have a great day, guys. Bye.